Hello everyone and welcome back to my Destiny reaction series. My name is Tara and I've been catching up on the story of Destiny before the Final Shape expansion. Today we're going to finish reacting to the season of the Splicer, and let me just say I was obsessed. I love that I'm furious at Lakshmi. She's playing her character so well. I love this reveal about Saint, and all of the Elixir lore has just been delicious. Let's get right back into it.
I believe this is the war strategy humans call poisoning the town well.
Oh,
Luckily,
right, the sabotage.
we have enough ether reserves to last until repairs are made. But this is a worrying sign. When Ikora Ray offered us refuge, we assumed she had the authority to do so. But the longer we stay here, the more we wonder if anyone is in charge of this city. Your leaders do not seem to have the loyalty of the people. This instability puts Mizraxkel in a difficult position. Many in our house were against coming here, but they trusted my father's judgment. Now his messages of tolerance and forgiveness appear naive.
Yeah.
Perhaps this was the attacker's goal. This sharing of hatred, as my father would say, is disappointing but not unexpected. Some Elixir believe that Guardians prey on us without reason. But as a scribe, I know better. The accusations Lakshmi makes against us are mostly true. Elixir have raided the last city for centuries. They were driven not only by desperation, but by unspoken resentment at the Great Machine's abandonment. Every Kell since the Whirlwind has tried to unify Elixir in opposition to humanity.
I really like Ado's viewpoint on this. She understands fully why people are resentful that the Elixir are in the last city, but also I'm sure she understands that they are striving to be different, and that this aggression, while understandable, can't be tolerated, right? Like, someone's got to put their foot down and the leadership needs to step up rather than letting Lakshmi spew propaganda this entire time.
This warlike mentality has been a weakness. The House of Light tries to unify Elixir with humanity, not against them.
Yeah.
And this is how we are received.
Sucks.
I'm surprised humans would destroy a representation of the Great Machine. My research...
In the first part, she just got finished talking about how much comfort this iteration, like this patchwork iteration of the Traveler was to her, and people destroyed it? Dude, we gotta do some culling of our own in the last city.
The Awoken suggested that humans revered it as we do. However, my personal observations have not supported that conclusion. I understand the city used to have an official speaker.
Yes.
A sort of cleric who spoke to the Great Machine's will.
Yeah.
However, human records state that role was abandoned after Dominus Gaul sacked the city. To leave the Great Machine without a representative among the people seems heretical.
Heretical.
Many Elixir believe that humanity takes the Great Machine's blessings for granted.
Oh, definitely.
Just as we once did. Perhaps they're right.
And I kind of thought that's what the Red War was meant to teach us, is that it is a gift, the light, right? And the ability to wield it and to be reborn. When Gaul stripped it away, that's when we were supposed to really appreciate it, but it kind of seems like we haven't. Despite all the bad that happened in the Red War.
Guardian, I regret you had to witness my outburst earlier with the fallen leader. I am not a diplomat, and sometimes I can be terse. I know terrible things have been done in the name of the city. In the name of the future war cult. In my name. You understand, though.
Now is your chance to own up and take responsibility and apologize and stop spewing propaganda.
It is a living thing, and it is rejecting the fallen, like a fever, burning out an infection.
Because of you.
I will speak to the fallen leader. Tell it that the future war cult will personally replenish their supplies when they are ready to move on.
Damn right. Wait, move on.
I do not wish them to think badly of us.
Move on as in leave the
I
city.
know they are your associates. What a city we would have if everyone's heart was as big as yours. Have you heard the song?
I'm losing my mind over Lakshmi. I'm still like, it's like I just picked right back up where I left off last time. I'm still so mad. She's still so... I don't even believe that she believes the words that she's saying. She's like, oh, you're such a good person. Oh, you're so good for trusting the Elixni. This city, not me though, the city cannot accept them. Oh, woo, okay. Oh my God.
Song of the people echoing through the city. Rise up as one, march toward the sun. The words of people.
Wait a minute. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm on the moon. It's made of cheese. Can I hear that one more time?
The song of the people echoing through the city. Rise up as one, march toward the sun.
I got chills. It's Savathun. How is Savathun's influence in our city? Is it the Crown of Sorrows from Presage? Oh, it's like everything's coming together. Oh, that was such a subtle reveal. That is sick. Oh my God, that's that's really good.
The words of people reaching for dawn in this endless night.
No. The words of people being influenced by a hive god.
People who have still not given up hope. Neither have I. And if you were wondering, this was not the conflict I have foreseen. No. That will come later. Unless I can stop it.
I still got chills. That was such a sneaky way to be like, hey, it's actually Savathun. It was Savathun all along. Of course it was. How did I not see it?
I have no words left to speak. Lakshmi too. The saint. I do not know if I reached them. In truth, I do not know if I even reach you.
You do, buddy.
The darkness of this night weighs on me more than any other. Know this. I will not stop fighting for those in this city. Even those who did this. The light passes through us all.
He just said in more words, I may not agree with what you say, but I'll defend to the death your right to say it. Mithrax is sick, dude. I like him a lot.
We focus it through the prism of our will. Those who attacked us were blinded by fear, poisoned by venomous words.
By Savathun.
They were focused badly, bent badly. But they are not truly our enemies. We will not seek vengeance. We are not the monsters some believe.
Sorry, I'm processing. I'm thinking more about the Crown of Sorrows. Is Osiris corrupted by Savathun? Is that why Osiris wanted to bring the crown back despite it being a horrible idea? It would make so much sense. A long time ago, there was a little hint about a traitor in our midst. Is it Osiris? He doesn't have his ghost anymore. Revelations. This is so sick.
Us to be. Walking the path of the light takes strength. That is what we will remember tonight, as fear and hunger gnaw at us. As our hatchlings sleep in ashes.
Oof.
I greet you in the light, my friend. There have been no more attacks from inside the walls. I spoke my heart words to all who would hear. We have no anger within us. We will not be led to violence, no matter how wide the path. We now must focus on the facts. The machines do not stop to consider our situation.
One thing at a time.
And neither should you. I can still improve your gauntlet, and your Splicer training must continue. Do not waste your energies on us. My Elixni have been through much, but cruel words and thoughtless deeds will not break us. Let us continue our work.
Hell yeah.
This mission has been a success. Due in no small part to Mithrax. But never forget that he is the exception, not the rule. Most of the Fallen are monsters. Guardians have even seen them eat humans.
Oh god.
Is this not true, Saint 14?
It's true. I've seen the Fallen do this and more. But many things were different back then.
I too have heard these stories, though Elixni scribes prefer silence. It makes pain in my spirit to think on it. But those Elixni were not of House Light. We cannot change what they did. We can only promise to be better.
Are they finally coming around? Can I stop being mad at Lakshmi finally? Please?
Each trespass into this domain is easier for you than the last. I feel you moving through the Vex network as they do, as they are. You are no longer an invader. You are a part of the system.
Is that safe?
I hope that as you change this place, it is not also changing you. Another bird sweeps through the network. Be cautious. The guts of this dimension churn, digesting all within. This entire place seeks your end. You will need to find a defense against the forces of eradication and entropy at work here. We have woken the oppressive mind. Destroy it.
We succeed for a third time, and yet nothing has changed with the Endless Night. Why is that, Mithrax?
Because it's Savathun. It was Savathun all along. Or, well, maybe. Possibly. I'm convinced that the song that the people in the city are singing is Savathun's theme. Like the I'm on the moon, it's made of cheese. But I don't know if she's responsible for the Endless Night. It would make sense, right? But,
Each time the Guardian destroys a Vex mind in control of a domain, the remaining Vex carry the leftover burden.
And how many of these minds do you think are left to share that burden?
That is unclear.
Then we should focus our efforts on finding the central Vex mind guiding them. Osiris, how is that coming along?
Slowly. Lakshmi and Mithrax's splicers are diligently working with data the Guardian has recovered. But the Vex mind at the source of the Endless Night remains elusive.
We need to move quickly. The simulation is draining the city's energy. I won't stand by and watch our lightless civilians continue to suffer.
Ikora, I don't intend to let that happen.
We will work harder.
I'm so sus of Osiris right now.
We will find a way. The light provides.
I have thought much on Mithrax's story. We do monstrous things to fight monsters.
Yeah.
It seems simple then. When the city first formed, Titans were the walls. We did not think of our enemies when we fought. We thought only of protecting our people. Survival until the next day, no matter how. To be seen as a terror, a destroyer. To know children tremble in fear at my name, and mourn what I have taken from them.
I like it a lot because it's totally a juxtaposition of how we normally view Saint, which within the Last City, the kids love him. Like everybody loves him. He's just this bubbly, like bright personality, and yet his history is covered in blood, Elixni blood, and it's really cool to see. It adds a lot of depth to his character and kind of explains why he's so joyful now and like uplifting.
This is not the Saint 14 I know. I can never forgive what the old houses did to us. But these are not the old houses. They are dead.
Attaboy.
What do we gain from more death? This lashing out against defenseless people. It is the act of a coward. Mithrax risked much to trust us. If his House of Light can forgive, perhaps we must try to see the fallen, Elixni, as they see themselves.
Elixni. He
Or
corrected
none of
himself.
us will ever be anything but monsters.
Woo! Saint came around. I'm so proud of you, buddy. I knew you'd get there. Even the small, subtle change of fallen to Elixni in his verbiage is fantastic.
We must be more than the enemies of our enemies.
Hell yeah, buddy. Let's go.
I see you have overcome the Vex again. We are both doing what we must. I have not spoken with the Saint, but I believe hearing my story softened him somehow.
It did.
I saw one of our young run across his path. The Saint raised a hand in greeting, and the hatchling recoiled and fled.
Oh.
The Saint watched it run. The reaction seemed to wound him. I will reach out to this child. She acted out of fear and was unkind.
Oh.
She should know the image of the Saint we use to chase evil is only a story. If we are to survive this long night, we must be able to see one another as what we truly are.
Oh, my poor himbo got wounded by the small Elixni child being scared of him. He's changing his ways because of that.
Elixni of the House Light, hear Mithrax now. I know many of you feared this place. You have seen death at the hands of the Guardians. It was right to expect death in their house. But I said, and say again, that if we help them, they will help us. And here we are,
Quid pro quo.
alive. It is true that some have attacked our new home. It is true that some try to share their hate with us. It is always so. But if Elixni feel darkness inside, only look up to see the great machine. And know that House of Light is blessed.
We're all blessed to have such friends in dark times.
Ikora, excuse me. This is Mithrax's speech to give. Why are you butting in?
Humanity will not allow these hateful and ignorant acts to define us. We will prove it by bringing those responsible to justice.
Walk the path of hardship with joy in your hearts. Be brave. Guardian, light guides your path. Though I believe darkness lies ahead for you. I expected your assaults to weaken the Vex. But I reach into the network now, and it pulls. Hungry, greedy, like slogging through mud. I felt this when you first walked through the network. You pushed into their system, and something malevolent pushed back.
Savathun.
The sacred Splicer must know the Vex, must understand what can and cannot be bent, yes. They are like the seasons, or the great seas. They surge and flow like a primal force. They cannot be manipulated, and yet something is doing just that. I do not know what it is,
Savathun!
or why it has targeted your city.
Savathun!
But I see the great machine hanging above, and I worry. This endless night has greater purpose. Be cautious now, Guardian. Darkness is coming for you. Shine your light on the truth.
Proceed through the temporal breachway and infiltrate the Vex's sub-network. Focus on the task at hand. Do not be distracted by your senses.
Focus on the task at hand. Do not be distracted by your senses. Don't worry about all the Savathun presence you might be sensing. I don't trust Osiris at all, dude.
Decompiling analysis field. Interesting. Stay ahead of it. To think the Vex are able to divide themselves between the material world and this place to engineer their plans. This is not unlike the Ascendant Plane. It raises many questions.
The Ascendant Plane,
Once more
huh?
the Vex fall into our trap. Destroy them all. Bring this domain crumbling down.
Can you feel that? The threads of night unraveling as if a veil is being lifted. The network is laid bare, its threads converging on... What is this?
Mithrax, what's wrong? What do you see?
Something
An
high?
infestation. I have found the Vex at the source of the endless night. Queria, the dreaming mind. Its code has been corrupted by taken magic.
Savathun.
There it is.
Been played.
Yup.
Queria has been commanding the other Vex, poisoning their minds, directing them at Savathun's will. The endless night is of Savathun's design.
God, that's such a sick reveal. The Vex actions made no sense. They've never done anything like this before. Of course it's Savathun. That's so sick.
It would seem the Witch Queen has outmaneuvered us. But perhaps she did not count on us seeing her hand so soon.
Then we strike now. Mithrax and I will lead forth. We bring the fight to Korea and crush it.
We cannot rush into this.
Yeah.
We must find a safe route through the Vex domain where Queria's hiding.
Any time we give is time for Savathun to scheme. No scheming, we shoot.
I know, Saint, but we have to be careful. Mithrax, will you report your findings to the Guardian back at the helm?
If that is your wish.
We will fight, and soon. But it will be on our terms,
Yeah.
not hers.
Could very well be a trap.
I wish my news was not so grave. But I can confirm that it is the taken Vex mind Queria at the center of the simulation that plagues this city. Queria serves the Witch Queen Savathun. It is she who is responsible for the endless night.
Are you certain of your data? After all, Savathun is known for her deceptions.
Osiris, I did not know you had access to this channel.
Oh god. Osiris is giving me such creepy vibes because I'm so suspicious.
I wish to confer with you and the Guardian privately.
The Splicers feel Queria's spirit. Hollow, calculating, taken. It lurks between realities as a blade between carapace plates. There is no mistake.
How did you miss this?
In the same way it went unseen by the mighty Osiris.
Call him out.
If my experience and wisdom can aid you in Queria's capture, you may have it.
Capture. Queria is discordant and must be exorcised if the great machine's sky is to shine again.
The things we could learn were we to capture it. Think, Mithrax.
Osiris is giving me chills. This is creepy, dude. Why does he want all these corrupted artifacts inside the last city? if not to further Savathun's goals.
Dangerous. Ambitious.
Yeah.
Assume capture is successful. Captivity would prove difficult.
Ooh.
Safer to eradicate.
Eradicate.
I will confer with Ikora to find us the best course of action.
Eradicate.
Of course. Mithrax observes the city's guidance. You and the Guardians speak with Ikora. Elixni will continue to refine a strategy.
Dude, I am loving this. It shouldn't be as creepy as it is, but because I'm so sure that Osiris is corrupted, this is such a creepy discussion to be having, and I'm eating it up.
Guardian, be vigilant. We must consider our discovery of Savathun to be part of her plan. Perhaps she means to sow fear and suspicion among us. I won't allow her to drive us apart. When the time comes, I'll put a spear of light through the Witch Queen's heart myself.
I hope that happens. I really hope whenever we confront Savathun that the final moment is Ikora putting a spear of light through her chest. That would be really sick.
For now, I'm overturning all hidden records and full archival access to Osiris, but no one else. Lakshmi claims the Vanguard suffers from a lack of transparency.
No, not Osiris. Can we I know Saint's not the smartest guy, but can we maybe give that info to Saint instead of Osiris? Oh God. Deep breaths, it'll be okay.
If she had access to our records, she'd cherry-pick whatever details were necessary to ground her prophecies. I need people I can trust to be objective.
It's not Osiris.
Some of our records on Savathun are fabricated truths, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But in those lies are the strategies she used to topple the Dreaming City.
Ooh.
History won't be repeating itself here. Continue your Splicer training with Mithrax. Use it to root Savathun's minions out. We'll reassess the situation when we've located our target.
Oh God. Oh God, why Osiris? Why giving that info to Osiris?
Lurks at the center of this false night. All threads leading to it are dark and thick, covered in black oil. Your Splicer mastery has been growing. The great machine is unknowable, but I believe it acts with purpose. Just as we must act with purpose now. To find a way to reach Queria and end it. Sacred Splicers must see the invisible machinery at work around us to understand its beauty and flaws, and our place within it. I think of my light as a torch, a beacon. Yours, though, I see as a weapon. I say this with respect. From what I know of the Great Machine, it would not create a weapon without needing to use it. Queria will be your target. Be ready, for there is no doubt it is.
Can Mithrax be our new speaker? Wouldn't that be sick if Mithrax was our new speaker? Because that was very insightful of the Traveler's actions.
People of the Last City,
Oh, please.
I come to you with an emergency announcement.
No propaganda.
One that Vanguard leadership wishes to keep from you. Future War Court has learned from Guardian sources that the Endless Night is the work of the Hive God of Deceit, Savathun. This is a grave development, but we cannot give in to despair. Instead, let it propel us to action. We must demand accountability from Vanguard leadership. We cannot allow Zavala and Ikora Ray to sell our city to the Fallen. Why?
Enough! This is Ikora Ray. I will not stand by while this hateful rhetoric goes unchallenged.
Took you so long, Ikora! Thank you!
I understand it's hard to put the violence of the past behind us. But the Vanguard's responsibility is to preserve a just peace. Not for some, but for all.
Hell yeah.
Lakshmi would have you live in fear. Fear of the Elixni. fear of the future. But I propose something much stronger. Faith. Faith that bravery is not just a human quality. Faith that we are stronger together. Faith that the Vanguard and our Elixni allies will break the Vex hold on our city.
Hell yeah.
And we'll do it united, as one, for the good of all.
Took you so long. I've just had another revelation about Osiris. Is not Osiris Zavala's like direct kind of council replacement for Cade? Like somebody to directly confer with? Oh, Osiris is in such a good position to be corrupted by Savathun. This sucks so bad, dude. I'm convinced at this point. I'm absolutely convinced that he's being manipulated or corrupted or whatever have you. Ugh.
I greet you in the light. Even if darkness hangs overhead. We were correct that an unseen hand was guiding the Vex. Quria, the dreaming mind, brought this endless night with it. It has been draining the energy from this city. We do not yet know why. Ikora and Osiris have thoughts, but the details do not change the truth. Quria must be stopped.
Fully eradicated.
But first, we must find it. I have reached into its domain, but the Vex forces break my sight. I believe I am close, but I must focus. You, Guardian, strike the Vex now, with great force, so that I may see Quria through your ripples.
Okay.
It may seek the destruction of your city, or of your vanguard, or something even greater may be at stake.
This infinite realm beyond material space is but one of many. The universe holds so many dark and fascinating secrets. If only our eyes were open enough to see them. It appears the Vex would prefer you not to learn anything further at all. You'd better get moving. The oppressive mind has ensconced itself behind a series of data barriers. Remove the barriers and destroy it. I do wonder if the Vex security here is so lacking. Because they never imagined you could reach this place. Because they can't simulate. Fascinating. Another oppressive mind. Show it the fate of its predecessors.
We know that the Vex can't deal with us because our abilities are paracausal, right? Like from the Traveler. Osiris is giving me such like heebie-jeebies right now.
With this victory, the threads of night are further unraveled, and the weaver of this dark tapestry can no longer elude us. I have found a route to Quiria's hiding place. It is concealed behind numerous layers of defenses compiled by the Vex.
But now we have a target.
Something we can hit!
I would caution you against underestimating Quria.
Agreed. We must strike carefully. Mitigate Quiria's ability to rally defenses. Then, punch through the network like a white-hot sword of praxic fire.
We can do this. Together.
Hey, cute.
Osiris, there is something I must discuss with you. Lakshmi, she came to me with a proposal.
Are you taking over as Titan Vanguard? She discussed it with me as well. Lakshmi has radical ideas, but they are only words. No cause for alarm.
Good, good. Only words, of course.
She wants what is best for the people of the city. And in truth, you would make an excellent leader.
I do not seek authority. Zavala may have a beautiful desk, but he is chained to it. We could use less bureaucracy, maybe. More proactive strategies, where we reclaim ground taken from humanity. An open council in the city to speak with the citizens. I have imagined a new vanguard, led by us.
Led by you.
Yeah, not
I
Osiris.
will stay back and advise. I lack the temperament for leadership.
A fantasy only. I told Lakshmi I would think about it so she would go away. The words tasted like treason in my mouth.
Yeah.
Let her believe you are considering it. If you refuse, I imagine she might approach Lord Saladin next. And after what happened with Kaito...
I understand. Later we will speak more of this.
The music playing right now is beautiful.
appears Lakshmi is speaking a bit too freely.
Yeah.
I will report her behavior to Ikora, though I imagine she already knows. You should continue working with Lakshmi. Don't mention what you've heard. We must keep this as quiet as we can. With the endless night and the Elixni here, the city has become a powder keg. One errant spark and it could be the end of the Vanguard.
That was strangely level-headed of Osiris. That's the first time I've second-guessed my suspicion.
I feel Quiria's vile presence pulsing in the heart of their network. I feel a strong hand pull against the threads tied to everyone living in this city. This has gone on too long, Guardian. None can spend so long in the night. Death surrounds this place. The true death, which always starts from within. I have heard your people say it is darkest before the dawn.
It's always dark.
There is comfort in that, yes. But I fear this endless night will grow even more terrible before we see the sun again.
Especially with Savathun pulling the strings.
People of the last city.
Oh, please.
The last time I spoke to you,
I can't handle more Lakshmi. I love her voice, but I hate to hear her talk right now.
I was silenced. Clearly, Ikora Ray fears the ugly truth. The Vanguard have betrayed you. You need not take my word for it. Simply look at their actions. The Vanguard have turned their backs on the light, and now openly wield the darkness. They force you to shelter a horde of fallen, led by a fugitive with ties to the Vex. And finally, they try to cover up Savathun's involvement in it all. Ikora Ray claimed that the fallen could stop the endless night. But on the contrary, they have only made things worse. It's even possible that the Witch Queen walks among them. Unfortunately, the current Vanguard will stop at nothing to protect their place in their ivory tower. They don't understand the people of the last city, and their actions prove it. Future war cult and new monarchy say, enough. We intend to return this city to its people.
Oh,
If the
God.
Vanguard won't protect you,
Oh, God.
then we will.
Oh, God. Is it time to kill Lakshmi?
The light is fading, Guardian. We know the name of the sickness in the heart of the network. Quiria strangles the light. It does not bend it as we splicers do, but twists it, shatters it, and pushes the shards through the skin of reality.
Ooh,
It is forcing its terrors upon us.
that's brutal
And
imagery.
if it succeeds, there will be nothing left. No Splicer could stand before a being of such power. But then, you Guardians are like no Splicers before you. Charge your gauntlet, focus your mind, and walk further into the light than ever before.
Bet.
For
Let's do
us
it.
all. For everything. Please.
When you first stole into this realm, I did not believe you could achieve what you have. Invading a domain of Vex consciousness like this. Yet, here you are. Embodiment of the impossible. Somehow, in spite of everything you've accomplished, I managed to underestimate you. I won't make that mistake again. It seems the Vex are content to keep throwing the same defenses at you. Get into the domain, Guardian. This is a Vex disintegration domain. Eradicating unneeded simulation data.
Did that not kind of sound like Savathun talking directly to us and not Osiris? I underestimated you. I won't do that again. Yikers!
An abandoned terraforming project. Beware those barriers. They will destroy all matter they touch.
Look at the goop.
Venture deeper, Guardian. The Vex are on alert, but their defenses have not fully come online. Once more, the Vex fall into our snare. The domain's master is yours. Destroy it.
The end is here. The path to Quria opens. A night end is in sight. Destroy Quria, and the Witch Queen will be forced into retreat. The Vex lose guidance. This network becomes unmanaged. Ikora has taught how Guardians cornered the Undying Mind not long ago. With her wisdom and Elixni Splicers, we have plan devised. Drag Quria from hiding. May its last thought be of fear. Of you.
And please let us actually kill it, and don't agree with Osiris in capturing it.
This is it, Guardian. Payback for the Dreaming City. For our city. For everyone.
Quria has shielded itself in multiple layers of the domain. It hides a festering rot deep within the core of this network. Savathun's eye is upon us now.
Of course
I
it
can
is.
feel her. It is as if this moment was unavoidable. Fated. But you have shown me there is only the destiny we make for ourselves. Nothing more. Go, Guardian. Walk in the light.
Quria has retreated within layers of security, mirroring domains you have previously collapsed.
The challenges you face here are the very ones you faced as you honed your Splicer powers.
Oh, gravity. My nemesis.
You are ready for this. Our hopes rest on you. Quria rages against your presence. I can feel the sickening rot of the Taken's power shuddering through this domain. The Vex, too, struggle against the yoke of oppression laid on them by Quria.
Our enemy hides behind others and uses them as pawns. Just in cowardice, no.
This is very cool.
Now, Guardian. We are all here. We believe in you.
Quria is close. The Taken corruption in this Vex domain is deep. I can feel its infection through their systems. Fingers of darkness grasping, searching. Be careful, Guardian.
Quria. Blade transform. The Dreaming Mind.
I've never seen one of those from that angle. It looked so sick.
This is it. Fight with everything you have.
Light guide you.
Unbelievable. Quria is gone.
A great evil vanquished.
Thank God.
A deed of legends.
I knew it. I knew we could do this. Congratulations, Guardian. This
Saint, my beloved.
victory is monumental.
Let's not uncork every bottle of champagne in the city just yet.
Osiris is right. This is a monumental victory for humanity and Elixni. But it's a battle, not the war.
Yeah.
And so, victories should be cherished.
Yes, Mithrax is correct. We will have a party, a celebration. A small one, respectful, very classy. I will wear a suit.
I could wear
Finding Quria at the center of the endless...
Oh, Saint, my beloved, dude. I'm glad he's finally seen the light and is being our beloved himbo again.
...confirms our worst suspicions. It was the arm Savathun used to strangle our city. With it docked, to borrow an Elixni term. We purged Savathun from the Vex domain. I only hope we stopped her in time. The Dreaming Mind's defeat, as with so many things Vex, is a process. It will take time for Mithrax and his Splicers to finish untangling our reality from the Vex network. In the meantime, Osiris is focused on collecting all the data we have on Savathun, separating small truths from the many layers of lies.
Oh god!
Everything she does is for a reason, even if it seems beyond our comprehension. I want to know what she hoped to gain. I thought I might ask Lakshmi for her assistance, but that device she uses... By Osiris's description, it's used to align one's consciousness with other temporal realities, and has driven many war cultists insane. The visions...
Lakshmi. So far, Lakshmi's no different than that. Either she's going insane from the tech she's using, or she's fully corrupted by Savathun.
...shows her. They cloud her judgment. Even now, she believes the Elixni will be the cause of some great catastrophe. Osiris seems to think he can get through to her. He understands the technology. He understands her perspective.
No. Don't have Osiris help her. Let Mithrax help her. Oh god. This whole segment of Splicer has been terrifying.
But I can only give him so much time.
Oh god. If it turns out, I just want to say, if it turns out that Osiris is not corrupted and he's just chill and he's fine and I've been freaking out over nothing, I'm going to breathe a sigh of relief. But all signs point to a corrupted Osiris who is being influenced either directly or indirectly by Savathun.
Oh, Guardian. I wanted to be among the first to send my regards. Your victory today has lifted a great weight from my chest.
Okay.
I feel like I can breathe again.
Good.
I hope you're not too proud to accept my praise.
Even
though we may not see eye to eye.
We don't.
Pride is a dangerous affliction.
Don't care.
It is clear Ikora suffers from it. And yes, I know. I do as well.
Yes, you do.
Do you see? I can admit when I am wrong.
Okay, then admit that you're wrong about the Elixni, admit that you're wrong about the House of Light, and apologize!
Which is more than I can say for some of our current leaders. The city deserves someone who acts, someone who does what is right, even if it is unpopular. After all, you destroyed Quria against the wishes of countless Vex. You did what had to be done to protect your city. You acted bravely. I admire you for that. You and I, we will speak more when this ugliness is behind us.
I'd prefer not to.
After the Fallen have returned to space, and this endless night is a memory. Our city could use more heroes.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Quria is no more. The threads of its influence lay limp across the weft of this reality. I thought its defeat would have driven the endless night from our skies.
And it didn't?
We must trust it will fade instead. Fitting, as the distrust between my people and yours will not vanish in a single act, but slowly, over time.
Yeah.
We, everything, can begin to heal. You have united us in your light, Guardian. It was my honor to watch you grow into a sacred Splicer. Though this journey may be over, I hope we can still walk together. We will have a beautiful sunrise.
Hell yeah, buddy. Yes, we will. Oh, the servitor flashes urgently. Words scroll across its view screen. Emergency radio broadcast in progress.
People of the last city, We have endured many great tragedies, thanks to our strength and a steadfast commitment to humanity. The Traveler chose us. It abandoned the Fallen because they are unfit, unworthy of the light. They would take it from us if they could. The Vanguard have lost their way. They embrace the darkness. Welcome Aramis's followers into our midst with open arms. Force us to celebrate our lost heroes alongside those who murdered them. Yes, the endless night is over. But now, Mithrax and his house will use this opportunity to do what the Fallen have always done. Covet, cheat, steal, kill. I have seen the future with my own eyes, and it has not changed. Doom still builds on our horizon like a terrible storm. But there is hope. Right now, loyalists to the future war cult and new monarchy have rounded up the Fallen in our city. With the aid of Osiris, I have learned how to safely command the power of the Vex. I will use it to do what the Vanguard will not. I will tear open a rift, banish the Fallen to the depths of space where they came. We alone will save humanity. I have seen the darkest of futures. And with this act, I will... No! No!
As prophesized. Whoa, there's more! More is happening! It sounded like Lakshmi got hers in the end, and I really hope that's the case, even if she is kind of being corrupted. Whatever. Deserved. Deserved!
Lakshmi 2 has opened a Vex portal in the Elixni Quarter. All fire teams,
God!
find and close that incursion point.
There
Mithrax,
she is.
what's your status?
We are overrun. Please, we cannot hold them off.
Like, respectfully, rest in peace, but also deserved. Super deserved.
Much longer. Do not worry, Mithrax. I am on my way.
No, you must protect your people.
You are my people.
My boy is back! That line gave me chills, dude.
Vex, inside the walls of the last city. How could this happen? How could Lakshmi do this? We need this incursion ended, now, before any more lives are lost.
The network entrance is vulnerable. Feed data into the terminal to overload the Vex defenses. The Vex attempt to lock out the terminal. Destroy countermeasures to keep it operating. The network attempts to re-encrypt, disrupt the passcode sequence, and continue the splice.
Osiris, what's your position? Osiris?
Vex defenses have been reset, but like circuits, they can be overloaded.
Osiris is active.
The assault.
He was right behind me. I have lost him.
Osiris, respond!
Oh, God.
We have feared the Guardian ferocity for centuries. Turn your fury on the Vex. Don't let the machine spawn divert your attention. Keep it fixed on the terminal. The vortex resists manifestation. A final surge of data will force it into being. I sense the Vex mind. It lashes out with something like desperation. They are coming for you.
This is so intense, dude. This is so sick.
Final unlock sequence to manifest the vortex. The splice is complete. Enter quickly. Guardian, there are too many Vex. We need that portal closed.
Ikora, Zavala, any Guardian who can hear us. We are in need of aid. Is anyone near our position?
Then we must fight as if this is our last.
I've got goosebumps. This is so cool.
Can anyone hear me? Mithrax? Saint? What's your status? Can anyone read me?
Oh man.
The Guardian has broken their portal! Keep behind us! We will not let them harm you! Stand, friend! You will not fall today!
That's my boy. God damn it, dude.
If we do not survive, this is the story Elixir will tell of the Saint standing beside us.
And you with me, Cal of Cal!
Dude, this is making me emotional. This is such a powerful scene.
Together, we are enough!
Hey,
More than enough.
The little wink! Amanda! Hey, Zavala came out of his desk. Out of his desk? Out of his office. Son of a... Woo! That, holy crap, I got a little emotional there. That was just such a powerful, feel-good, like gangs all here kind of moment. That was such a sick scene.
The city remains. We have wrestled another day from those who would take it, but not without loss. And not alone.
Hell yeah.
Elixir, Mithrax, they stood with us, brothers and sisters in battle. This is a bond that cannot break. Their loss will be buried beside our own. Ikora was wise to look to our future instead of the past. We must remember that it is the Elixir who came to us, laid down arms for a chance at peace. These are not the fiends Lakshmi made them out to be.
Damn
that
right.
bravery demands respect and deserves recognition.
Damn right.
The House of Light is part of the city now, under the protection of Saint 14.
Hell yeah.
In time, the memories of our past demons will fade, and our peoples will share laughter and stories. Our victory today will be one of them. More famous than Twilight Gab, I will make sure of it.
Oh man. This is a bond that cannot
Look
break.
at the city. The skies are slowly clearing, but the streets are filled with dead Vex, dead Elixir, and our people. Future war cult has scattered to the wind,
As it
but we
frickin'
recovered
should.
Lakshmi's body from the site of the attack. In the end, she was right about the tragedy looming on our horizon. If only she could have foreseen that it was of her own making.
Yeah, truly.
Now Dead Orbit has finally made good on its promise to leave the city, and take a new monarchy with it. The factions are no more. Honestly, I will miss their presence here. After all, Lakshmi did not speak for the future war cult. Some of her own people warned me she was becoming unstable, and I feel I let her slip away. I haven't told Saint yet, but I've been unable to locate Osiris. Even though Lakshmi implicated him in the attack, I don't...
Man, this whole time I've been so suspicious and upset about Osiris. I haven't even been thinking about the fact of how this is going to affect Saint 14 with how close they are. I'm not going to be able to accept a reality where we don't get Osiris back. I think that's going to be pretty upsetting for me if something like that happens.
Believe he did. Osiris is a good man. Saint and I will both vouch for him. All he has to do is return to the city to clear his name. I saw the blight that was forming in our own citizens, but I never thought it would lead us here. Eris once said, "We will only know our enemy's next move if we are wise enough to recognize it." My eyes are wide open now. Stay ready.
Mithrax's tone is somber, even filtered through the servitor. Many victories are made sacred with loss. Our victory over Curia and the Vex is just so. After a meditative pause, he continues, "It is right to celebrate, but celebration must also remember our lost heroes, humans and Ilixni. Visit the memorial in the tower to pay respects." Press F to pay respects.
People of the last city, I have some troubling news to share. As some of you know, a portal was opened in the Ilixni quarter of the city, allowing Vex to breach our walls for the first time. Thankfully, Guardians, working together with Ilixni Splicers, were able to repel the assault. We've since discovered that Lakshmi II, former leader of the future war cult, was responsible for the security breach. Regrettably, Lakshmi was killed by Vex during the assault.
Regrettably? I don't think that's the words I would choose. Ain't nothing regrettable about that.
It seems that the other faction leaders were culpable, if not responsible. Executor Hideo and Arak Jalal have fled, taking the remainder of their faction.
Oh, I should remember those names.
Executor Hideo and Arak Jalal have fled, taking the remainder of their factions with them. In their absence, we are now one people, stronger, thanks to our alliance with the House Light.
House of Light is forever in your debt. You stood by us when we had no one. Now, we stand by the people of the last city. In the grace of the Traveler, come what may. The light provides.
The light provides.
Oh my god, dude.
This day is marked by glory and sadness. Today our kin, Ilixni and human, went together into the House of Silence. There, they are united in the light. Our house believes that light flows through all. Through the great machine. And through you, Guardian. Though we will see the Silent never again, we will carry them with us, always. The light provides.
Oh, man. Oh my god, dude. Season of the Splicer. I was absolutely so invested. I've been loving the Destiny story as a whole. This really feels like they're really coming into their own. They're really like hitting their stride in terms of storytelling. I've never been that much invested in all the characters' different developments and hated someone so purely as Lakshmi, being manipulated or otherwise. I'm torn about what's happening with Osiris. I really hope there's a world in which we get Osiris back and he isn't lost forever, because that's gonna mess Saint up and I don't want to deal with that. That's gonna make me cry or something crazy. Overall, I cannot wait to see what comes in the future. The seasons have only been getting better and better. This was an absolute blast. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like, consider subscribing for the rest of my Destiny journey, and I will catch you in the next video. Bye!